It's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleashed and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane, and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stress for days for learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arm that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people. Grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out and educate on the backside. Folk gotta act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my brother. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. What you got in that bag? Quiet water.
What is going on, everybody, man? We back! Man, it feels like we've been gone for a long time, but man, it only been Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We missed y'all the same way y'all missed us. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. I am one half of your host, Damo Unleashed. Happy to be in the building, man, live and direct from Nashville, Tennessee. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and roll out the red carpet for a good friend of mine that is like a brother. So here it is. The floor is yours.
Wow, man, it's been almost 2 weeks from a lot of things has happened and passed. So the very first thing that happened before we missed the couple of Tuesdays, I was up in Illinois, right, at Redneck Championship Wrestling, and I did something I never thought I could do, and that was win a battle royal. Like in my career, there was 2 matches, normal matches, that I had never won. And then when I was in 2023, when I was recovering from my surgery, I was like, well, I'll give it a few more years because I need to at least win a gauntlet match, which I finally won a gauntlet match, right? And then I need to at least win a battle royal, and I finally won it. So as far as wrestling and winning like cage matches, ladder matches, money in the banks, lumberjack matches, strap matches, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, if it's a normal match, not these hardcore death matches, I don't do those. I have a Jesus Christ, the damn left there. It scared me. I have won it. But on top of that, so remember, September 20th, I became back-to-back Hyamania champion, right? Less than 3 weeks, because I was supposed to be wrestling a guy for the RCW Undisputed Heavyweight Champion, but for some reason he didn't make it. So the Battle Royal was to crown a new RCW World Heavyweight Champion. So in less than 3 weeks, I have won 2 championships from 2 different promotions. So, ladies and gentlemen, this damn bill is heavy. I present to you the World Heavyweight Championship. So yes, I have never won 2 championships that fast, everybody. I have never won that fast. So of course, you know, if I am a dual champion right now, so it's the Nashville Caveman podcast. So I want to thank everybody who watches this show, everybody who supports me. I mean, I have never won. And then on top of that, I can give y'all one more fact. This is the fastest. I've been a Triple Crown champion. I've been a Grand Slam champion. But this is the fastest that I've ever been in one company and won every belt in the company. It's less than 6 months. I won every belt in that company in less than 6 months. So y'all, God is good. I serve an awesome God. Thank y'all so much.
Is that belt heavy? How heavy is it?
It's probably about 10 to 12 pounds. It's heavy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a real belt. This Saturday, Arkansas, your Caveman champion. I don't know where I'm going. Corning, Arkansas, Inhumane Championship Wrestling. T-Dog has stole my damn cup, my Caveman Championship cup. That's why I don't have both championships with me now. I got to go down there and get it back from him. So everybody's in Arkansas, whether you're in Corning or Paragon, Inhumane Championship Wrestling, November 1st, Saturday, in Arkansas. Thanks to everybody that's been listening to the D-Bling radio show. We have new music from a friend of mine named Dr. Carver. I think his name is George Yancey II on Facebook. He dropped the album. He sent me 2 songs to play. So I'm going to play one on the D-Bling radio show tonight, and I'm going to add the other one to the new show on Thursdays, Elite One radio show. So thanks everybody that's been listening to those programs. If you have music, send it to me at sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com. Don't forget, we stream this music on offtoprecords.net. That is offtoprecords.net. And y'all don't forget to holler at Mr. Damo about promotions. Don't forget about the magazine that he's doing. And man, Damo, we 6, 7, 8 weeks before the new show-driven year?
So this year, I'm just going to let everybody know, we canceled it this year because I don't have enough musicians for it, and I at least need to have double-digit artists this year.
Right.
So we'll skip this year and probably bring it back next year and see how next year goes. But if you're a musician out there, man, I'm just going to let y'all know, man, I am not going to chase y'all for no interviews. That is insane to me. When I was doing music, I did music. I chased whoever I needed to get whatever I need to get done. I'm not, no.
Gotcha. So, let me give a few shout outs. Malfunction, thank you. Johnny the Mental, thank you. My New Era Demon tag partner. And David Lack, it was good seeing you at the No Limit Pro Show. So last Sunday, I was at the No Limit Pro Show. My friend from CAI, Classic Man, he retained his No Limit Pro Heavyweight Championship. So David, get together, get in the ring. Me and you, we have a couple of old matches, whether we tagging or going against each other. And so thanks to everybody for joining. Hopefully y'all will enjoy the show today.
Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. First and foremost.
And Jacob Punisher Simmons on Instagram. Go ahead, Damon.
Man, I know November 1st is almost a holiday. You know what I'm saying? They cutting off SNAP benefits. It's getting bad now. I think the longer this goes, the rougher it's going to get on people. I think it's already bad because, man, the time is happening at Thanksgiving, the holiday season. So that's the worst time to have, your SNAP benefits cut. And it's the winter. We're going into the winter months. That's the last time that you really want SNAP benefits to be cut. People have a hard enough time getting to the grocery store. So we got that going on. Also, man, they was getting on TikTok talking about how they was going to go on Walmart, Target, and all these places, and how they was going to just get buggies and fill them up and walk out. You better not do this and you better not get in their way. Well, Walmart said, well, you know what? You better get them groceries before November 1st, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to get into these stores. Basically, they said we only going to let employees in, and if you want to order your groceries, you're going to have to order them online. So on Walmart where they got that, where you got to pull your cart up and they bring your groceries to you? That's what they gonna be doing now. Yeah, that's what they're talking about doing. And so it's gonna be interesting. Also, Amazon is laying off in the next couple years 600,000 employees because, and me and Sky talked about this before, AI technology. They are replacing these jobs that human do or computers.
That's true. That is true.
Woo.
Yep, I got stuff for the same thing. What those allergies?
I gotta get water. This air, I'm still recovering from that cold, y'all. Me and Sky was just talking about that before the show started. I was at work. Let me tell y'all. It was on a Tuesday. Get my sip of water right quick. So Tuesday night, this last Tuesday, I went to work without no jacket. Now, you know when I go into work, it's about 65, 70. So the weather pretty much is still nice. But you know, I don't get off work till 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sitting in the office, and in my office, I love my Caucasian brothers and sisters, but a lot of times, man, it don't matter how hot or cold it is, y'all got the AC on. I felt this chill come over my body, seen the goosebumps. 30 to 45 minutes later, throat started itching, and I said, oh, shoot. They didn't got me. So, for like the last 4 or 5 days, I've been fighting off. And I was able to sweat a lot of it off being on the treadmill. But the weather changes, man. This part is hard to get rid of that.
If you suffer from sinuses and allergies real bad,
oh my God,
seasonal, year round, it'll do it to you.
Man, those running like a crackhead running from a house with a stolen TV. You hear me? I mean, those just are running, man. Like, like it done broke out of prison.
Yep.
Also, we're going to talk about this chick. Was like, man, the world would be a better place if there were no men in it. So, we're going to talk about that. And also, we're going to talk about, I told y'all that they were working toward this. People going to keep pushing. They're going to keep pushing until we back in segregation. Well, y'all know in Georgia, there was a couple black families that purchased land, and they're going to have their own all-black community. Well, in Arkansas, there's this white folks that got together and they're doing the same thing. All-white community. So, we're going to watch videos of them, talking about that. People want segregation, man. I guess that's what we're going to eventually be back at. They're not going to be happy until we back in the 40s, unfortunately. When they had color signs out, white only, I think that's when people going to be satisfied. So that's what we talking about today.
What's up, Jeff?
But y'all know how we do, man. Me and Sky, we love indie music. So before we get into our topics, let me go ahead and do that. Then we'll be right back. We appreciate all you guys that are watching. I know on my end from Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Bigo. Sky, on your end, who are you all connected to?
YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
So we appreciate all you guys from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube on his end, and everybody on my end. If y'all can do us a huge favor, if y'all can share the live, we would really, really appreciate that. All right? We are grateful for you guys being here. This would not be fun if y'all wasn't here. So we're grateful that you guys are here. Me and Sky, we're going to jump into some music. I'm going to get some more water. And then when we get back, man, we're going to discuss some of this stuff, man, that we're talking about. So sit tight, man. We'll be back with y'all in one moment. Now listen to the Nashville Caveman podcast.
Gave me life in another form. Sexing you be like crazy, like a part of a poem. Born to lead a leader, hugging her when I greet her. How does it feel to have a man and know just how to treat you? Make you feel good, don't it? Wanna get out and float it. I know your nerves be getting bad, cause I be getting on it. That's why whatever you want, I go get it, no matter the cost. Your friends be dropping the salt, but I'm playing them off. They don't mean nothing, they just be running their mouth. They just mad, they live in the bricks and I live in the house. And we hustle hard for that, and we ain't going back. They just don't know what I went through to try to get where I'm at. You think back to that shack in that old ass lack where you used to hit the block every day trying to get off that pack. When I was poor, broke, ass out, didn't wanna go home. You was the only one that had strength to keep me strong. That's why it's you and me, you and me, you and me. Out of the game, you're out of the game, yeah. You and me, out of the game, in and out of the game, yeah. Jodeci forever, my lady. You and me and you, what the deal? Between both of us, you know we sure to make a meal. Can you feel what I'm saying? I not fall on my knees to pray. Things go right, I just might reminisce about the first time I seen you and the first time we kissed. Shit, we used to go half up on the sack, half up on the yak, half up at the tank, half up at the bank. We used to hit licks together, flip together. Shit, we went from chips to cheddar. Who better? Trying to be a foundation for us to build, from the bottom to the hills, from the ocean to the fields. Ain't real. That's why I feel the way I feel. The signs sealed, delivered sincerely, we will. I can hold back love, I can go back love, I can go back love. Love, you and me, out of the game, you're out of the game. The truth, everything that I'm trying to do, you trying to do it too. It's hard to tell you, but I cheated with some rats on the road while you was giving me everything. I was treating you cold. Man, it's been hell and hot water and back with my cat. From short stacks to fat, from pintos to lax. I'm back, and how the hell I make it this far? You may not like it then, but you love me now. No more clouds or rainy days, just sunshines in your smile. Meanwhile, we've been focusing on building a new house, on a new route for more clouds, steady repping the new south. Ain't no doubt them gold niggas hate to see what you bout, because it's you and me, you and me. In and out of the game, girl, it's just you and me, you and me. In and out of the game, girl, you and me. I can go back love, I can go back love, no, I can go back love, I can go back love, you and me, yes. Me and you and me and you, baby. Me and you and me and you, sugar. You and me and you and me, baby. You and me.
All right, man, we back in the building. You know what? Shout out to my daughter, man, because for bringing me these cough drops. I was glad we had them on deck too, man, because I killed a bag of them a couple days ago. So I was happy that we still had some. Shout out to my oldest. Man, Scott, we're going to get into some of that. So first, we're going to talk about the big thing, and everybody's talking about this. November 1st are like really, really concerned about their SNAP benefits. They were going to make cuts to SNAP benefits anyway, because the government is shut down, people just simply ain't going to come November. And I don't think they're going to get them. If you ask me personally, December either. I don't see them getting them in December either. So without saying, let's go ahead and listen to this. And me and Sky will go ahead and talk about it.
It's going to cause a lot of chaos.
People using SNAP benefits are bracing for cuts to the program. The U.S. Department of Agriculture notified states around the country that it will not be able to fully fund November SNAP benefits because of the federal shutdown.
I'd use it to get certain foods that I need and vegetables and stuff that I need. So without it, the little money I make when I do side work is going to make me use that money to do. It's going to mess me up a little.
Republicans and Democrats in Washington have been at odds, failing to pass a federal budget impacting many services, including the nation's food assistance program. In Pennsylvania, about 2 million people use SNAP benefits. New Jersey has more than 800,000 recipients, and Delaware has over 100,000.
I don't know if you can see the warehouse behind me here, but in the last 3 or 4 years, I've never seen the warehouse as empty as it is today.
Officials with Share Food program are already struggling to feed families in need in the Delaware Valley. They say cuts to SNAP benefits will cause even more issues.
We're going to see here in Pennsylvania, about 2 million people rely on the SNAP program that aren't going to be able to get that as long as this government shutdown goes on. So it's going to mean even more people than ever coming to us at Share Food program.
My father raised me to be the man, not begging, but asking people for, unless you really, really need it. And this is coming to where I'm going to really, really need it.
And SNAP recipients should know that unspent funds can be rolled over into next month, but this whole issue can be resolved if Congress comes to a resolution. In Philadelphia, Johnny Archer, NBC 10 News.
All right, so there we go, man.
Yeah.
Cutting them benefits.
That is crazy. So I've said before, first of all, let me give a shout out to my wise man and my oracle in the wrestling business, Rod Dent. Thank you for watching the show, my friend. Hopefully you'll be down in Arkansas. If not, then I'll see you at the next Huntington show. But I've always said that the two biggest bills the federal government gets, it's Medicaid, Medicare, insurance, whatever part they play, and SNAP benefits. Do you know there's 42 million people on SNAP benefits? Do you know how much it costs the federal government every year? $8 billion. $8 billion, right? It costs them every year to supplement the SNAP benefits. That is a lot of money to go out. So you was right, Damo, they're going to cut it. But right now, my fear is this. If Walmart is going to close their doors, certain Walmarts, to stop stealing, right? And the only way you can get it is if you order online and then go pull up. But then they're going to just rob the people that's just pulling up in the cars, right? Or they'll just rob the little young white girl that's bringing the food from the door to the car. Unless you're going to open your trunk and they're going to throw it in like John Elway, throw the food in your trunk from the door. It's still an opportunity for a criminal.
They're going to have armed guards. That's basically what they're going to have to have. They're going to have to hire armed guards.
When do you have to have armed guards for bread and eggs? Like that is crazy. And so now I've seen videos now of people walking into grocery stores and walking out stealing. So these local grocery stores like a Cash Saver, a Save a Lot, or Buy This, or whatever these cheap store names are, they will just close and move. Because if you're going to keep stealing from them and they can't stop a bunch of people from stealing, they'll just close the store and move out the neighborhood. Then the people who really need these stores that close, what are they going to do? And so
that's what, you know what, Sky? That's usually what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to steal because when the store loses enough, they're going to say, "Hit it again. We just will close the store down altogether."
And then the employees lose their jobs, right? So my thing is with all these people saying, well, hey, we're excited that all of y'all are going to use your SNAP benefits. Okay, whatever reason your reason is. But then you got to realize if people can't go to the local Dollar Tree or the local Dollar General, they're going to lose business. They're going to go out of business. Employees are going to go on unemployment if they can get unemployment. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all economics. Everybody needs everybody. You have the birds in the sky and you have the dung beetles. And I don't know if y'all know what a dung beetle is, but see, everybody has a job. So when you remove something, it's like dominoes, it collapses. So, and you know, even if the government opens back up in December, they're not retroacting November. Like November is done. Okay. If you have food stamps in October, it'll roll over to November. But if November's done, because they had to be open by October 27th. Last time I checked, today's the 28th. It's over. So in December, you want them to be open by December, but there is none cash, none of that coming. And I'm just thinking like, well, darn, if y'all don't do something for these people, that is the start of a revolution. Every country since the beginning of time, even today, the reason people uproar and overthrow the government is because of starvation.
You know, here's the thing, right? Here's what I want people to realize. Because I get the jokes. I've seen the jokes online where dudes was like, cat gonna go back to being $40. You know what I'm saying? And I get the jokes. Yeah. I'm going to tell y'all, this is going to happen on way more than the people that's on SNAP. This going to have an effect because the people on SNAP now, they don't got that extra money. Or the extra money they got to spend it on groceries. So if they got to spend that extra money on groceries, who that's going to affect? All these toy stores, all these electronic stores, Black Friday, all that stuff that's going to be coming, it's going to be affected. Because if I got to choose between my kid and my kids having Christmas gifts, guess what? Ain't going to be no Christmas this year. So,
because your kids can't eat them toys.
They can't eat them toys. They can't eat them games. They can't eat that television. So, you know when that's it, you know what else is affected?
What's that?
The stock market.
Yep.
Shit wears
that is
down
true.
people.
Absolutely.
Rich people need poor people. Poor people need rich people.
That is absolutely true.
When the poor people are hurting, the rich people won't be hurting as bad as the poor people. But best believe they're going to hurt. They're going to lose.
Yeah.
They're going to lose money.
That's right. That is absolutely right. First of all, shouts out to Dr. Carver. Dr. Carver, I have your music. I have one song that's going to play tonight, and then I have another song that's going to play Thursday. So thank you again. Y'all go check out Dr. Carver. He's going by George Yancey II on Facebook and listen to his brand new album. Malfunction on his is a musician too, Dr. Carver. So if y'all want to network while we're on live, sorry, they might need to get off a subject. But yeah, you're right. Like you were saying, it is no effect. And that's just what it is. So some people will win, some people will lose. But I just believe, even if the federal government don't want to work, never starve your people. Because people, good people like me and you, will do crazy things when your children are starving. Our kids are grown, so to speak. But there's people out here that got babies, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, and they go to church every Sunday. But church ain't gonna mean a darn thing to these people if they can't feed those little ones.
Man, let me tell y'all. There's so many lessons in this. And this whole ordeal, there are so many lessons. One of the biggest is, this is why you do not want to become comfortable being dependent on anybody, the government or anybody. Because when you are dependent on anybody, you are at the mercy of it.
Yes.
At the mercy of it. At any time they snatch that one thing away, and guess what? You shit out of luck.
And that's true. And in this world, you can snatch a lot of things, man. You can take my lights, you can take my home, you can take my grass, you can take my cars, you can take my job. But I need air to breathe and food to live and water to stay hydrated. Them three things you have to have, because if you don't, then that's when things go south.
Something else, another lesson in this to be learned. Because I talk about this all the time and people give me flack. Because they be like, oh, you hard on, they be like, you're hard on women. What about the men? Well, let me ask y'all a question. Who do y'all think this is going to affect more? The women or the men?
If I had to guess, most people that's working is men, so it probably affect the men more because they the ones probably going to lose their jobs. The workforce is only so many women.
It's going to affect the women more because if you got to feed your kids. Most of these dudes ain't around their kids. You are the one that got it in charge of, and it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? You had to go ahead and take on that role yourself, and you got to feed the kid. So, ladies, I'm just basically leaving y'all this message.
Yeah, man,
this is why it is very important to be careful with who you decide you're going to let shoot up the club. Because it's a serious game. These are consequences. And we always say in the end, you know who suffer? The kids.
Yeah.
With these SNAP benefits, the kids are suffering. It ain't no grown folks really suffering, it's the children. So it's serious business when you know, you gotta be out here worried about it, somebody cute, and if they making this and if they doing that, well, you need to, first of all, be a good judge of character. Are they a stand-up person? Is this somebody that, man, when times get hard, they going to stick it out and they going to, you know, take care of their responsibility? If you're not laying down with them for that, literally the bill, not because they tell you, I want you to have my baby, but he ain't, you know, built no house, he ain't really did nothing to show you that, you know, he's ready to take on that responsibility.
Yeah, I'm with malfunction. Men physically more, women emotionally more, but there are good men out here who want to take care of their families, and then they go to work and they get laid off, and then they can't find another job. And then what do you do? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I understand where you're coming from with the women. But I'm saying there's still a small few of men that are men that take care of their families, right? Oh, yeah. They're the men. They're the provider. They go to work, they get laid off. Then they can't find another job. So now you go into the deep depression because I can't pay the bills. I can't feed my wife. I can't feed my kids. So then you turn into something that you never thought you would have to turn into, because survival mode is a true instinct.
But you know, you got two of y'all, when there's two of y'all, it's easier. I mean, it's tough, but it's easy, a little easier to navigate than if you are one person and your one income alone can't take care of the family, so you need help. You need assistance with housing, Section 8. You need WIC. You need SNAP. Well, these programs being slashed, that's affecting women more. Those benefits, those programs don't go to me.
Most of them don't. You're right. But on the men's side, it's like I teach my kids not to rob, cheat, or steal. But with no food in the house and no job, I'm going to have to go against everything I just taught my children for us to eat and survive.
You got to get with your wife, and y'all got to figure it out.
And that's if she works.
But that's the thing. You got to get with somebody that, you know, man, y'all are a unit. Y'all got to work as a unit. It can't be all this responsibility dumped on one person. I don't care if she got to get a part-time job at a pet store. Whatever y'all got to do. Because what's happening is this is society resetting itself. This whole thing of I don't need no man and I don't need this and I don't need that.
How you doing?
Well, look now. We watch videos of women saying he got to make at least six figures. Now that 60,000 look good now, don't it? That 40,000 he was bringing home look good now. When the program's getting cut off, everything.
Well, for me, a lot of that is smoke and mirrors anyway. I don't even listen to those videos talking about you can't take me to Red Lobster and Olive Garden
Well, that
on the
ain't
first
even
date.
a concern. Red Lobster, you got to worry about if the kids eat now. Red Lobster
right?
ain't even a concern.
Or he got to make 6 figures, or he got to be a CEO. I don't even listen to that anymore because all of that is smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these influencers and online people, they collect and snap just like everybody else. That's it. But when they cut that camera off, they live like everybody else. So I don't even pay
it's
into
coming
that.
to light. It's coming to light.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's
coming to light. And so again, we all can agree that the kids will suffer. But I want to piggyback off what you said. It's a reset of life, right? So most of the time we on here, Damo is always talking about a 2-parent household, and women find you a good man, men find you good women. If I think about resetting, I think about that because there are you young people that are not married, that still has a job, that don't have kids. Don't put yourself in a situation to where 20 years down the line, this happens again, and you're out there stealing food. So when we think about resetting, I'm glad this is happening, but this is a wake up, letting you know, like he said, find out who you for lay down with, find out who you for marry, find out who you for have kids with. So that way, when hard times come, you ain't the ones out here talking about, well, we for rob Walmart, we for rob Publix. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff.
You know, because now people worry about, well, what about the kids? Well, why do people always worry about children after the fact? Shouldn't you?
After the fact, yeah.
Man, shouldn't you be worried about kids before you have kids? I did. I was like, man, I remember what it like. My dad raised me. I ain't had my mama around. So I remember what it was like that. My dad had to work. So when I had school events, he wasn't able to show up. Even when he was off, he was too tired to come. So I remember that feeling. And I'm like, man, people don't ever think about that stuff. Don't ever think about the kids before the fact. Why is it always after the fact?
Because I tell everybody the most powerful drug in the world to me is sex. They might say meth, cocaine, weed, acid. No, that dopamine feeling you get, it is so powerful. Like you said, you don't think about it when you're making the kids. When you got 4 or 5 of them, and then all of a sudden they all need to be taken care of, you like, damn, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? I tell you, boy, it's crazy. Because you know why I say sex is the most powerful drug? Because it's the easiest thing to get to. You know, you can get sex for free more than you can go buy coke. I've never seen a cocaine dealer give you dope for free. I've never seen a weed person give you weed for free, meth, acid, whatever you take. But I've seen women give sex for free. I've seen men give sex for free. So that's why I say it's the most powerful thing, because it's the easiest drug to get.
Let me tell y'all this, and this ain't really to be funny, but the price about to go down. Them SNAP benefits don't come out, and they not. And people because people that's on public assistance on SNAP, on these programs, they don't really understand the price, the real price of groceries. When you're not paying for it with your money, $300,
all right,
you're about to see the real value of $300 for real. Not.
But Damo, and correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the people that are complaining are folks with multiple kids. I rarely see a mama and a daddy and one child complaining. I always see a mama with 3 to 9 kids, and every now and then maybe a daddy with 3 to 9 kids. I've never seen a one-child household with one or both parents complaining. It's always people that got a basketball team, a football team, a soccer team. Those are the ones that are complaining.
When you get comfortable, one of the most dangerous things in life is becoming comfortable. Because you get so comfortable that it can make you lazy. And it take away your motivation. Now people in a situation, they don't know what to do. They panicking. People gonna get real desperate.
And that's the sad part.
And you know, again, you don't want to lose your life trying to rob the next person, trying to take from the next person.
That is true. That is true. And like I'm telling y'all, a good Christian church going person, when desperate times call for desperate measures, desperate people do desperate things.
So
You're like, oh my gosh, go to church every Sunday. We would never think she would stick a knife out and rob somebody for bread. Well, she got 3 kids at home that ain't ate in 5 days. Then yeah, that church going lady is gonna pull that knife out and pepper spray and get you for them eggs and bread.
and you know, and some of y'all was on there, man. Ain't not y'all, because I know my people on here are most of our base for the most part got common sense. I know a lot of them I'm Facebook friends with. There's a lot of common sense on here, but there's people on TikTok. I know y'all seen them videos. One lady in particular talk about how she gonna go up in there with multiple buggies, and when she get to loading up them buggies, don't get in her way. And if you do, she gonna have somebody with her, and then man, y'all gonna have problems with that person, and this and this and that, right? So let me show y'all with Walmart. Did y'all think these corporations became billion-dollar companies, trillion-dollar companies from being stupid? Nah. Let me show y'all how they adjusted. So this is what Walmart is talking about doing. And I suggest, I bet it's going to be other stores following suit. They're going to be following suit real soon.
Breaking news, Walmart has made a major decision ahead of the expected SNAP benefit chaos. Starting November 1st, all Walmart stores will close their doors to in-person shoppers. Only employees will be allowed inside, while customers will have to shop online or use curbside pickup. The company's message to shoppers is clear. Do your shopping before November 1st because you won't be coming in here with that mess. According to internal discussions circulating online, Walmart wants to avoid possible disorder when food assistance benefits run out. Management reportedly stated they have no time for that.
So, you know Walmart was ahead of the game long ago. I don't know if Target does that. Well, Walmart been ahead of the game a long time ago with the curbside pickup. I actually think whoever came up was absolutely brilliant. That's brilliant. Because a lot of us lazy.
Right.
I know me. I'm going to tell y'all, man. I know me. And men, I think I speak for a lot of men that's watching right now. We don't like shopping with y'all ladies. We don't. We love y'all, but we don't like shopping with y'all. Because, man, y'all will go there in the same aisle 30 times. You know what I'm saying? And grab one thing out of the aisle. And we be trying to get back to the game. And y'all will wait right up until kickoff and be like, you know what? We got to go grocery shopping. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And that's how y'all is, man. God forgive y'all souls. You know that's how y'all is. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing that they ever came up with, and it's for y'all benefit too, because we know some ladies that don't like shopping. You know what I'm saying? So the curbside pickup was the greatest thing that they ever came up with. You could be in church, filling out your grocery list, get out of church, go pick it up, voila. You can knock out 2 birds in one stone.
Right. Well, then what is Walmart going to do if they do that? Because some of their employees are not what I call food employees. They're there to help customers clean up, do this. But if you ain't got no customers coming, some of those positions you won't need for a minute. So how we not know after 2-3 months they lay off some 50-20 people that they don't extra need because you ain't got all that foot traffic coming in. But everybody is listening. Do y'all know what a proxy war is? A proxy war is when the bosses or head people or a country go to war, but only the foot soldiers die. Okay, so I look at this as a proxy war. Yes, the CEOs and the executives, they're not on the ground floor. So even if you close the doors, again, like me, you said at the beginning, they can rob the little white girl that's coming out of the door to the car. They can rob the people sitting in the car. And what about everybody's doing Walmart Spark and you door dashers out here? Then you got to be careful because you're bringing the food to the criminals and they're going to rob your ass when you pull up. So the foot soldiers are the ones that's going to be on the ground taking the bullets while the bosses is making these decisions, a proxy war. So either way it goes, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose, but it's always the little people. Now they got a strap. Do y'all even know if DoorDashers carry guns or Walmart Spark drivers carry guns? Because then they're going to have to. Because you're saying that I can't go into the building and steal. Fine, I'll get online, order $200 worth of groceries, and when you pull up to my house, I got you right there.
Well, when you do order like that, I don't know if you ordered like that before, but when you do, you got to pay for it before you even get them.
Right.
You can't even get them. You got to literally close out, check out, and they won't even pull.
True, but let me see what they do, because I've seen it done. They'll close out, check out, and then cut off. Because when you do something with a credit card or a debit card, they don't take the money right there. It's pending. Anybody has a checking account, it says pending. It can take your bank 1 to 2 days for them to deliver the money. It might say accepted, like when you go to the gas station. But if you notice when you go online, it takes a day or two for them to take that $20. Yeah. So they do it pending, cut the credit card off, cut the debit card off, or call fraud management and say, hey, we didn't do that, after they just robbed you for $200 worth of groceries.
Well, you know,
but those are the small ones. Those are the small ones. I ain't saying everybody's that damn smart. You know what I'm saying?
I hope we don't get to that, because then, you know, people be crying about martial law. Well, I mean, you open the door for it.
But again, it all starts with. I never thought in this world, I don't care what the United States do, because no country is perfect. But the last thing I ever thought while I was on this earth breathing is you would starve the country. I don't care whatever else y'all disputing about, but never starve your country. Because then you're going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 million people marching on DC. And it's not going to be a protest march. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Civil War that came out last year. This is what you're going to hit. You're going to have states ready to leave the union. You're going to have people out because you're starving your people. Even in Africa and other countries right now, when you see on TV these regimes being torn down, it's because they've starved the people. The politicians are eating and the poor people are starving. You're going to get tired of that.
Man, you know what I don't understand? You know what I don't understand? During this government shutdown, why do we got to pay taxes?
Yeah, Faith, use of a fraudulent credit card. Yeah, go
why
ahead.
Why do we got to pay taxes during the government shutdown? Y'all can't give out these benefits because y'all shut down. So why do we gotta pay tax? Who collecting the taxes then?
You know they still getting paid, right? They still getting paid. Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, man. It is absolutely. This is why I am for less government. I think the more government you have, the worse off. I am for less government. It is too many people getting easy money and jobs they ain't got no business being in. I'm for less government. I'm sick of government, to be real. But I just that don't make sense to me. So the government closed down all these programs, but then y'all taking our taxes? The hell was that? And so, but yeah, that's where we at.
My stress. Yeah, I again, and then just to play devil's advocate, I mean, there's 100 senators, 415 House representatives, plus the president. So about 500 people trying to dictate what 350 million people are going to do. It's worse on both sides, because no matter what the president and Congress or local government do, somebody's always going to be disappointed. You can't please everybody in this world. So now you're taking away food from 42 plus million people, and 20 million of them are children, which means they're under 18. So to me, even if y'all can't decide on defense, sending money to Argentina, this $200 million ballroom being built, whatever, y'all should at least be able to agree to feed the people.
You know,
because Damo, you about the same age. Do you remember places like Feed the Poor, Second Harvest Food Bank? I used to work at the warehouse. There is a Second Harvest Food Bank over there by South 8 in the very back of the project. It was a warehouse. I used to work there. So places like that, that's where you would go. I ain't seen a food bank in 30 years. I didn't even know if they still existed.
Oh, yeah, they do. They got one in Metro Center. They got one in Metro Center.
Okay.
Not too far. And I can tell y'all this too. When I was in Ohio, we had a spot called the Hungry Center. And it was where grocery stores would, you know, like if some food was like maybe a day out of date, they would donate it. And it would be like soups, breads, donuts, stuff like that. And they would, you know, donate it to like this community center, and they would feed people. People could come in and eat them. And that was good. They had programs like that. But, you know, Sky, I think we talked about this before. It's a price. There's a price of when people sue frivolously, when they sue these places, and then these companies can't donate the way that they used to.
Okay,
there are food banks. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to handle what's about to happen. No way.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I don't either. Again, I haven't physically been to one or seen one since the 1980s, dude. Like, I didn't even know they still existed, to be honest with you.
Right.
I ain't, and then maybe the early 90s, middle 90s, when I was driving, I would take people to food banks, and they would come in these boxes. You'd have cereal and bread and canned goods and maybe stuff like that. But man, I ain't done that in at least 25 years. Jesus Christ.
Right.
So, I don't know if they got to reopen these places or what, but right now, November 1st hasn't hit just yet.
Soup kitchens.
The soup kitchens, man, that's a relic term. Jesus Christ. Soup kitchens. Oh, okay, in Evansville, they got a few. We might need more than a few, y'all. We might have to, the community might have to get together and do a food drive for each little.
A whole bunch of pigeons missing out here, too.
Like,
a whole bunch of little squirrels. Y'all gonna be like, where the squirrels at? Shit on that stick. Rotating on that stick.
But you know, speaking of food, that's a good thing. So the USDA and the what's the other one? FDA or whatever. Now the USDA and the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, and if the shutdown keeps going, then they don't get funded. Then that means y'all gonna have food and meat coming into Walmart and Kroger that has not been checked. So then you're gonna be eating salmonella and all types of stuff, and then you don't know who done cut this meat, how long it's been sitting in the grass. All they did was just kill the cow, throw the damn thing in a wrapper, and send it to the store. So that's why you don't want this government shutdown to be too long, because then you ain't gonna even know what you're eating. Because there won't be no Food and Drug Administration or no U.S. Dairy Administration. You don't be drinking bad milk, even though the expiration date says it's good. But hell, if they shut down, how do you know that damn thing didn't come from a goat, a cow, a woman's titty? Like, you don't know where that damn milk came from. So this is why it's not good to have a government shutdown for a long period of time.
Them dried beans, it's valuable. I don't care how well you're doing. You got to always add them dried beans, because you can leave them up in the cupboard for a long ass time and you never know when you're going to meet. You know what I'm saying? And this is bean chili season anyway. Get you some cornbread, some beans, and you got a whole 2-3 day meal depending on how big the pot is.
Well, back in the day, that's what they used. I'm talking about old days. You had beans, you had rice, you had flour to make your bread. Like, you just had the essentials. You didn't need steak and pork chops and lamb. You didn't need all that crap. You just needed enough to keep your stomach full and satiated to the next meal. You know what I'm saying? And so if that's what people have to do, Damo, they have to November 1st. Because some of y'all are smart. Some of y'all did save. So some of y'all might have October's SNAP benefits roll over to November. That'll last you to November 15th. But we just saying nothing is coming in November, right? So start with a plan B here October 28th.
Damn, we almost in November.
Yeah.
Damn,
what you were saying about Walmart closing the stores, there are people that like to walk around Walmart and just shop. They don't want to sit in their house and do this. They want to actually go physically touch the orange and touch the cabbage and touch the onions to make sure, you know how your grandmamas used to do, touch it and make sure. There's people that still like that, they want to do that. They don't need to sit at home hoping.
Take that little finger and do this.
And freak it.
What the hell you listening for?
Yeah, I'm online looking for bananas, and then by the time we get his avocados, like, come on, like, I I want to do that. So, man, so you know how these young people are, they don't care. You'll say bananas, but they're like, screw it. You just give them the avocados instead. You know how they are. But yeah, so it's gonna be a ripple effect with everybody. And you know how people are when you play with them, they get pissed off.
Yep.
And then human interaction is gonna be mad because they're suffering. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a mess. I pray it don't get that way, but it might be a mess.
Man, and speaking of a mess, y'all, Amazon is cutting 600,000 jobs in the next couple of years. That is a lot of people being laid off. All right, and man, we're gonna let y'all listen to the reason why. And this should scare people, because I don't think this is just gonna start and stop with Amazon. I think this stuff is coming to other places, especially grocery stores and especially restaurants, fast food restaurants. So, without further ado, man, we're going to play this video. Listen to all these people that's about to lose their jobs. On top of, man, the not having SNAP benefit, everything like that, they take, man. We're going to have to get back to farming, man. We have to get back to ways in a minute, the way they moving.
Amazon is pushing forward with a plan to use robots to do 600,000 jobs that humans would normally do. The New York Times, citing leaked documents, reports Amazon will automate 75% of its operations within several years. Amazon estimates automation will help it save more than $12 billion and shave 30 cents off each item it ships. Amazon stressed it still plans to hire 250,000 workers for the holiday.
So there we go. They talk about $12.9 billion they're gonna be saving. They gonna save on shipping. Man.
I don't even know how to respond to that, because one, people who been to Amazon 10, 15, 20 years, you've been there 15, 20 years, that's when you're gonna retire. The last thing you want right before you retire is to get laid off and fired, because then it messes up with your retirement, right? So if you have to do 30 years at Amazon and you at year 27, 28, and you get laid off, woo, that's hard. And then young people that's coming straight out of college or high school, that's some type of jobs they use to springboard their careers, right? So at the end of the day, I don't know what to say about that. But what I will say is, if you know this is coming, then what I would do as a young person, I would learn how to work on them robots, because them robots can't work on themselves. I would work for companies that all they do is service and provide those robots to Amazon, because they're going to need them every few years, because they're going to wear their asses out. They're going to need maintenance. They're going to need oiling. They're going to need something. They're going to need people to deliver these damn robots to Amazons all across the country. So just because you're getting rid of this position, okay, what is Amazon looking for? This is what they're doing. But then I focus myself on that. Like we was talking about the hair cutting. The average barber wants $50. Shit, you better get online, learn how to cut hair, and be a mobile barber and charge people $25. I'll come to your house and cut your son's hair for $25. You ain't got to leave the house and go pay a barber $50. That's the part that gets me about people. Like, you can't just sit on your butt and pray and hope something's going to fall in your lap. You have to be proactive. It'd be different if they didn't tell you this. It'd be different if you went to work one day and you just got laid off. But if you're telling me in the next few years you might be laying me off, then I'm going to find a way what Amazon needs, and that's where I'm going to make my money right there.
Yeah. Yep, it's the Willy Wonka effect. Remember when the dude worked in that dentistry or with that factory? I think they made toothpaste. And then, man, they came up with the machines that did his job. So then what he ended up having to do it, learn how to fix the machines and put the caps on.
Yep. There you go.
That's what we're doing.
There you go.
We're going to have to become more advanced.
Yeah. People think
I think stuff will hit restaurants too. I can see fast food. let me tell you, I think they so sick of people and customers and fast food. They are trying to find ways, simple ways where they don't even have to deal with customers.
Mm-hmm.
They are so sick of customers. They're trying to find out ways to deal with customers.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely true, and that's sad because if it wasn't for people, my first job was in 1995. It was at McDonald's that was built inside of Vanderbilt. If it wasn't for people, I'd still be there. So that's sad that people is why all these things are coming. That's horrible. That is horrible. Yeah. And so, what does all these folks who are going to be out of a job or can't learn a new trade? What are they going to do? And this is why, you know, it's like, man, y'all better prepare because life is bad. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
It's a reset. It's a reset. I'm telling you.
Reset.
It's a reset. People going to have to work together to get things accomplished.
Right.
This all of independent days is probably done. Actually, I think what's taking place, people want to make it like it's a race thing. No, it's a class war. It is the class war taking place. So, together, man, and unite their families.
First of all, I didn't even know. Does anybody else know where Bojangles is? I went to Bojangles and they drive through out of me.
Oh, hell, y'all know what Bojangles is. Hell no. She went through an automated. Oh my God. Who else got automated? And right by me, Checkers.
Oh yeah, Rallies too. Rallies is automated. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm like, dang, maybe I want to go in a little bit detail. You know, like, hi, my name is Gina. How may I take your order? Damn, Jill, maybe I want some extra ketchup. I can't tell you that. You understand it? I just had them. I'm sick of it too. I ain't know Bojangles had it. That means, you know what? They having a hard time keeping people. Yeah. They like, we want to use you on as a cook. You be better as a cook, man. So yeah.
Yeah, but let me piggyback on what you just said. So AI might be good for certain things, but let me tell you what AI sucks. I get tired, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all watching, of calling customer service and AI is picking up. I'd rather deal with the little foreign guy that's in India. Because like you said, at least he might be speaking broken English, but he can tell by my demeanor what I need. I'm so tired of calling these numbers and I'm talking to robot after robot after robot after robot before you can even talk to a human. And if it's something crucial that you need done, hell, you might be dead before you get to an actual human. So, huh?
You're right.
Yeah, so that's what you need. Yeah. I don't think AI is good depending on the customer service that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when it involves your money. Let's just say somebody stole money out of your bank account and you got identity fraud and you got to call the bank, the 1-800 number. You don't want to be on the phone for 2 minutes listening to a robot hit 1, extension 3. Like, God damn, dude stole my money, he gone now.
Yeah, already out the country. He done flew out.
Yeah, I already hanging on
God dang it. I tell you, man, speaking of humans, man, what this chick said made this comment, and I was like, man, well, I guess this is something me and Sky can talk about, because you know, people always be like, I be slandering women, so it feels good every now and then when I can find a woman that slander me. You know what I'm saying? It feels good, man. I be like, okay, you know, now I can just take the focus off of me and put the focus on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, this chick said this, the world will be a better place without men in it. You know what I'm saying? And I guess me and Sky being men, we going to chime in to what this scallywag said. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. And then, man, we going to go off of it. Once they let me get to the video. All right, y'all, it's moving slow. We getting there. We are? Yeah, we there.
If men didn't exist, the world would be perfect. It would be pretty calm and peaceful. Men ruin everything. Like, just imagine a life without men. That would be a dream come true.
No, so we can play that one more again.
That would be a dream come true. It would be perfect. It would be pretty calm and peaceful. Men ruin everything. Like, just imagine a life without men. That would be a dream come true.
So, that was her comment, right?
Right.
Sky, you want to go? You want to address this first, or you want me to address it? You know, I'm ready.
What is the feminist party now, right? Is that not the idealistic thing? That women can do whatever men do, and sometimes women are better than men in certain things, right? And then you have women who either want to physically become men or they dress up as men to be the man of the household, right? So how is that working? How is any of those three things I just said, how are they working now? Because in my mind, they really ain't working that well. So if you took all the men out of the earth, and let's just say women were asexual, which means they didn't need a partner to have kids, right? And all women did was just have women. Women just had women. They didn't need a man. How would that work out? Because even if you are a woman and you built like a linebacker, or you look like a boy, or you do all these things, some things in this world, your body physically would just not let you do. I don't care if you have the surgery, how many penises and straps on you add. Certain things in this world, your body just ain't physically able to do. So if you get rid of all the men and just full of women, I want to know, what does that world look like when you have women right now who are lesbian, transgender, dressing up as men, and things still ain't getting done. You have feminism, and feminism is like, okay, we want to be men, we want to be better than men, but I don't know if I want to pay on the first date. I don't know if I want to open the door. You know, just little things like that. You want to be us, but some things you don't want to do that we have to do, right? Do you want to stand peeing up? Like, what is it that you want to do? So at the end of the day, if the world had no men, I want to know, what does that world look like?
Man, I can tell you what it looked like. That car that she was sitting in doing that video, what do you think created that car? You think a woman created it or a man?
Well, for our research, a man. I could be wrong.
That cell phone that she recorded it on, what do you think created that? A woman or a man?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Most of the things that she gets to take advantage of, created by men.
Right.
Let me tell you what would happen if, poof, all of a sudden all the men were gone. Right? Well, who would protect y'all from the wildlife? Who would keep the electricity on? Because y'all don't be down at I don't see y'all at NES. I don't see droves of women on them trucks. What about, man, if a natural disaster happened and they needed a couple of y'all to get on them cranes and whatnot? There are some women that know how to operate them, but they're not enough to keep y'all whole society running.
Mm-hmm.
Man, who do y'all think is at these oil rigs?
Mm-hmm.
Not women. They not out there halfway in the ocean at a BP station. No. So who would get y'all gas? Who would be in the coal mines, working the coal mines? Who would put the fires out? Because there are women firemen, but not enough, you know what I'm saying, for y'all to be able to. So in what way would it be better? The heavy farm work. There are women that do farm work, but most of the heavy lifting, the men do. So how you gonna eat? Who would catch the animals? Who would even slaughter the animals? A lot of y'all can't stand to see the bugs stepped up. Y'all be like, ooh, honey, get it. Y'all can't even, y'all don't even, I'm talking about by a great majority. Some of y'all are rough riders. But by great majority, y'all don't like to see nothing killed. Y'all don't like to see loss of life. So how the heck you gonna hunt?
Yeah. And can I just piggyback off what you just said, Damon? Go back to what you're saying, killing, right? So let's say you kill a deer that's a 200-pound deer, right? You can have a man that is 6'6", 250 pounds, ripped, right? Best shape of his life in the gym, and he could not cut up that deer. Do you know that? You can have a guy that is 5'9", 180 pounds, skinny as shit, who could skin that deer. Because some things is not about gym. Some things is about natural born strength. You can have all the muscles here, but sometimes when you skin animals, you got to have the strength here. So just because you big and huge don't mean that you know. So, and I'm talking about just men. You don't know how to cut and carve and cut fish and deer, and you have this little skinny guy here that's just chopping them up because he has what they call natural strength. Natural born is what God had given him. So I agree with you on that, absolutely. So even if a woman is in a gym in an all-woman world, if she doesn't have that natural born strength that most men have, you're gonna be out there forever trying to kill and cut animals. Because has anybody watching this show, has anybody ever tried to do that? Have y'all tried to hang up like a goat, cut his throat, watch the blood, and then try to skin it? Do you know how hard that is? I don't care if you have the sharpest knife in the world. Do you know how hard that is to skin animals? You know how hard it is to skin fish? Like, it's a certain type of strength.
There are women butchers, guy, but there's not enough women. There's not enough to feed all the women.
What do you think, Dr. Joe? Yeah, what I'm saying. Hell, I'm about 240, 250, and I can't even do that crap. Like, that's crazy. So she talking about take out all the men. Come on now. Who gonna do that? Like you said, maybe 10 women could actually go out there and chop wood and kill.
I think they go nuts. I think they go nuts, Sky. I think they go nuts because without men, guess what? Without men, they couldn't have children. And most women,
well, that's why I said in her mind it would be an asexual world.
Right, and most women's purpose is family and children. So could you imagine a woman? They'd be unhappy. They'd be unhappy.
Yeah. But that's what I was thinking. And what she was saying, I guess she meant like in a world where women were asexual, where they wouldn't need a partner. They would just normally be able just to have kids without a sperm donor. So even if you did that, you're still a woman is producing a woman that's producing a woman. You're not getting that men attribute that God, a higher power, whatever you believe in, that was given to men, and men don't get the same attribute that was given to women. So if the world only just had women, there would be a lot of anorexic skinny women in the world.
Hell yeah. I don't think a lot of them would reach.
Yeah, so
I don't think a lot of them would reach adulthood. I think the animals would take back over. I think the animals would take back over.
Yeah, we'll take back. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. Because you take an average woman that's, 130, 120 pounds, and there's a damn bear. Like, what is she going to do? And then same thing with skinny animals, shooting a gun. People don't know. You have to learn how to shoot a gun. You can't just pick up a gun and shoot it. Because if I'm within 20 feet of you and you shoot it, you will miss me if you don't know what you're doing. So you can literally shoot at a bear at 20, 30 feet and miss that damn thing. Because if you don't have the arm, wrist, strength to hold, especially if you're talking about a 45 or bigger, to shoot that gun, you just wasting bullets. So I don't know. Maybe she just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Hell, I don't know. Dang on, you know how to do it.
Yeah. Well, waking up on the wrong side of that bed. I told y'all that our society will not stop until we reach this. Until we reach way back and we go back to the 40s and 50s and 30s. They're not going to stop. They keep crying, oh, racism this and racism that. And I'm not going to say, I'm not ignorant to say it don't exist, but I'm not going to act like it has such a big, like it has the same effect that it did our grandparents and whatnot, and our grandparents. But I think people, they aren't going to stop and get back to this. And slowly but surely, and
what we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community based around shared ancestry. Along Winded Way, of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience. But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment. One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
But in this southern US state, people who have lived through segregation once fear it is returning.
When you hear things like that, it causes you to be fearful. And you don't know who to trust.
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
It's a racial association. I kind of want to ask you, after seeing this, do you think what we're doing is immoral?
So this particular gentleman right here, for those that don't know, they got one they're already building in Arkansas. Do you know he's looking at land in Tennessee to do the same thing?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that, but it don't shock me.
Yeah, he actually was on one of the news channels. They did an interview with him, and he's trying to do the same thing in Tennessee, build the same thing here. And so we see more and more of this stuff. There was a couple black families that got together in Georgia and bought a whole bunch of acres of land, and they're doing the same thing. So it seems that more and more of this, where people are getting comfortable with this, and it's almost like they're, marketing and pushing to go back to this, which is unfortunate.
Gotcha. So I want to start off with what you're saying, the black people and the black land, right? So that lady that you showed, the black lady, was basically saying this is kind of segregation or going back to the old days. These rich black men that bought this land in Atlanta and going to do the same thing, that don't mean they're going to let all black people in. Just because their skin color is black don't mean they don't think like these white people in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody think racism is a color, it's a mindset. Just because all the black people, I don't mean your black ass coming in here, you can't get into the white one and you can't get into the black one, right? I'm not upset about that. I was always taught, or growing up, if they show you who they are, then that's the best thing. Because the last thing you want to do is be around a snake and not know it's a snake. If you say white only, we don't want blacks, you're not offending me. Shit, I'll go somewhere where they do want blacks. And if I go to Atlanta with these black people say we don't want blacks, hell, I'll go somewhere else. Like, you was not hurting my feelings that you don't want me in your community. That is absolutely fine. I'd rather you tell me that up front than for me to have my black ass in your community, and then next thing I know, I'm all effed up because I didn't know where I was at. You know what I'm saying? To me, the people,
I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The people in Arkansas, Damo, to me, you know what I look at that is? It's a peaceful protest. Because a few years ago, do you remember when the KKK marched in Murfreesboro, Tennessee? You remember with the skinheads and all? Okay, you bitch and moan about these white supremacists marching on the streets. But then when they decided, you know what, we're not going to march on the streets. We're not going to throw it up in your face. We're going to go in our own little hole and just do us. Then you bitch and moan about that. Like, Jesus, you can't have it both ways. I'd rather for them to go into their own little hole, not bother me, than for me to go out here on 231 and they marching up and down that street. And last but not least, most of y'all have to understand, in the world, Caucasian white people are the minority in the world. The United States is the only place where they are the majority. And like any species in this world, they're going to save themselves. They're going to do that. It's like if black people in Africa was dying off, they're going to find a way to save their species and their nationalities. So y'all have to get over that in the United States. If this is the only place where white hair, white people, blue-eyed, whatever, Anglo-Saxon white people are the majority, this is why you're getting this. When he says white only, I don't take it as racism. I'm thinking he's saying white only because he don't want to turn around and then white people are 13% of America. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to quit looking at everything in such a negative connotation and just realize that we're all animals at the end of the day, and every animal and species is going to protect its own.
Oh yeah. And I just, like I said, I just think that the majority of people, they aren't going to be happy till we get back to this. I think they've really been pushing for this for the last 50, 60 years.
Right.
I thought,
and I don't know y'all, but in the Arkansas people, who's to say that they're going to let every white person in there? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because they're right on me don't mean every white person. Thank you. Don't mean that you're going to have an accent just because you white. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're right. You're right. It's going to be based on, it's going to be like, it's that old saying, all skin folk ain't kin folk.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to apply to the all black communities or the pro-black, and it's going to be the pro-white communities, the same thing.
That's right.
You know, I don't want to do that. The United States should purchase an island and allow them to build their own island. You don't have to be associated with us. If you want to be all black, whatever, then you go ahead and build your. We don't have to do trade deals with you either, though. We don't have to affiliate with you, or we go whatever deal we do. We don't have to do you no favor. Everything that we negotiate with you going to be for our best interest.
Correct.
But get them island up and go up somewhere else in the middle of the ocean and do that.
Mm-hmm. Right. But I always believe that if we all came on this earth the same way, most of us, and we all have to die, so why don't we all just get along? That's how I see it. There's nobody better than anybody else, unless you came into this world some different way, or unless you're going to outlive everybody else, or you know how to fly, or you know how to live in the water. We're all humans. We all got to die. Why can't we just all get along? That part I never understood.
I totally agree, and I feel like this, man. But I'm with you on this, man. I'm not gonna beg anybody to like me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, let me know. I don't have to be around you. You go your way, I go my way, and we can live happily ever after.
They live happily ever after. And you know, this is what I call a gateway drug, like they call weed a gateway drug. These two communities are gateway. But you know who's next, right? You know there are rich homosexuals, right? So if the homosexuals see white people can buy land, black people can buy, what makes y'all think homosexuals ain't for buy land? And that whole community is just gonna be a rainbow community. And guess what's the first thing that's gonna be in that rainbow community? A McDonald's and a Walmart. I guarantee you
that. Yeah. I just,
Yeah. This actually works. Homosexuals, they next.
It's going to be a good next 10 years. I just tell you, it's going to be an interesting next 10 years.
Mm-hmm. And that's just on Earth. So now they're talking about people living on Mars. Did you hear about they found a Earth 2, another planet that's like Earth 2?
About that.
So, I mean, this is just, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is past our brains. Even if we use 90% of our brains, that's still past our capacity. But yeah, if everything works, everybody who thinks differently, they're going to buy a bunch of land and they're going to have a sign up to this only. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's wild, man. Wild times.
Yes, it is.
I know I can't wait to come back. It's going to be an interesting show this next week because then we're going to get to see the real impact of SNAP benefits being cut. And we just going to play video of how it has affected people.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? For us to get an idea of the impact that it's having. So, make sure y'all tune in next week because I promise you it's going to be pretty interesting.
I have a question for you, Damo, and all the listeners as far as law enforcement, right? So let's just say in a perfect world, the law enforcement people can lock up every single body that does a crime. How long can that happen? Jails are only so big. You know what I'm saying? You gonna stick 100,000 people in a 200 building jail? Like, how are you going to do this? Are you gonna build concentration camps? Like, I'm sorry to the Jewish people, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying, like, where are you going to house all these criminals because they stole food to feed their family?
Hey, I hope we don't get to the point where there's live ammunition being used. I wouldn't be shocked. It has happened before on American soil, so it wouldn't shock me. But I hope it don't come to that.
And it's crazy. They say all great civilizations have to fall. Rome fell. All these people, Britain fell. Like, everybody has to fall, certainly. But we too young. We're only 250 something years old. If you believe history, we're only 250 years old. America, not the natives. They've been here for a long, long time. But I'm just saying this country. And so it took Rome tens of thousands of years to fall. We're about to collapse in less than 300 years. Oh, Jesus.
Yep. I think we just got too much going on.
Yeah.
Too many ideas, too many opinions, too much going on.
Yep. That's true. And again, we can just all sit down and work out our differences and know that we don't have to agree on everything, but let's just agree on what we need to live. We know everybody needs air, water, and food, right? We need shelter. We need to be able to bathe ourselves, and we need clothes. If we can just agree on those fundamentals, I will argue with you every day about everything else. Everything else we can argue about, but let's not argue about the fundamentals of life. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. And unfortunately, man, people make it more complicated than it gotta be.
Yeah, then it has to be.
It's gonna be. We're gonna tune in and see next week. We'll see. I mean, this gonna be this is unprecedented.
Hey, you might see some people you know on the news.
Unprecedented.
Yeah, it is. You might see some people you know on the news, some people you never thought would be on the news. Like, hey, I was just that shit girl down the. You know what I'm saying? And if I find out one of my
y'all, cause they offer reward money, I got to do. Don't let them. I see y'all in their money. I'm gonna get in everything down to your DNA. You hear me?
Well, that's Dave on me. If I see one of my neighbors stealing, I'm gonna be at their door like, hey, come on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna snitch on you, but hey, I see you got 3 baskets full of food over here. Help a boy out.
I ain't gonna snitch on you until I see the reward go up for you. Now,
okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like 10 grand?
Snitch. I just got no snitch.
What's the number, Damo? What's the number? Is it 10 grand? Damo, if they offer, what's the number? It could be 2 grand?
Shit, don't even let it be 2 grand. That's no snitch. Man, turn your ass for $100. Gas high. $100.
I'll at least give y'all 15 grand, okay? If they put 15 grand on the screen and I know you, I'm sorry, you got to go. You got to go.
You got to go in. We can split it. Hell, I'm going to tell you we're going to split it, but when you're in jail, I'm going to spend it.
You're not going to put no books, no commissary on their books?
Yeah, I don't know. They might get shanked the first night. I don't want to wait.
They might get shanked.
They might get shanked. They trap the soap in the shower. You slip out their hand and rub, they got him.
They got him, absolutely.
I'm gonna be like, he was a real one, though. He was a real one, y'all.
They have his face on a t-shirt.
Said funeral doing the eulogy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because the money that I keep, I'll pay for his flowers. Yep.
And I snitch in a minute. Put some money up there. Show some money. I don't care what they talking about. They be like, hey, you don't know this shit. I ain't gonna do it for free, but let them put some money up and it's worth my while. Hell, I'm in there with a phone tap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm in there with a styrofoam cup to the wall. Everything I can hear in your ass.
You the wire for real. I thought that was a TV show. That was wire for real.
Huh? I'm gonna write down to the color of their shoestring. Hell yeah.
Dang.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it is what it is, my friend.
If they said, man, $50,000 for the capture of Damon, man, hell yeah, you better call. You better take advantage of that. You don't let nobody else get that 50,000 and you know me hell. Better get that money.
Well, I'll donate it to your family. Look, if I get it, I'll donate it to your family.
Anyway, if they got my picture up there, it's fine before I get caught. I'd rather somebody that I know, you know what I'm saying, benefit off of. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Why would I want a stranger or somebody that I don't like to tell on? I want the person I like to tell.
They will.
Smart today.
They will.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Hell. But hey, y'all, man, we had fun. It was good to be back after 2 weeks. Yep. I swear. And hopefully next week I won't need all these cough drops. I knocked down the whole pile of y'all. The whole pile of them.
Next Tuesday. Yep. Yeah, that'll work. You'll be okay by next Tuesday. It's just your body just adjusting to the change of the weather. Huh?
I'm going to be sipping tea when I get off of here.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, be sipping tea.
Don't let her need it.
You get old, man, your body don't snap back like it used to. Them colds that used to last only 2 or 3 days and more like 2-3 weeks. But like now.
What you did, amen. Amen. You're right about that. You're right. Man, life is a young people's game. I used to say wrestling is a young people's game. Life is a young people's game.
Hell yeah. I know. I'm going to tell you, man, right now, when I'm on that damn treadmill, my body don't recruit the same way it used to live. Now I got to put
man, what you say? Take 2-3 days now. Mm-hmm. Yep, it takes a minute now, boy. So that's why you gotta be careful how you do it.
I needed that. I'm like, give me my nap. You said, you know how excited I got when you said time going back this weekend? Shit, that's Christmas. That's early Christmas.
Yep. It's crazy because you know when you're a child and you're in daycare, you hate taking naps. When you get older, you love taking naps. It's just weird how the world works. It really is. I need that power nap. Give me that 35, 45-minute power nap. I'm good to go.
Yeah. So, hey, y'all got any events this weekend or what you got going on at the end of the week?
Okay, so again, shouts out to my Denver Broncos who are now, 6-2. Amen.
Yeah.
We for the third week in a row, we are the number 1 team in the AFC West. Hallelujah. I don't know how long we can keep our foot on, because we ain't played Kansas City yet. We ain't played the Raiders yet. We played the Chargers, but we lost to them, so we got to play the Chargers one more time. But we have yet to play Kansas City, and we have yet to play the Raiders. The Las Vegas. Yeah, so we're going to accept this 1 week as long as we can. You know what I'm saying? So each week we will be excited just for that 1 week. 2, don't forget this Saturday coming up, y'all, Arkansas Inhumane Championship Wrestling. If you're in Paragon, Corning, any of those places, your Higher Mania Cup champion will be there trying to retrieve my damn cup and championship from T-Dog. I have a word from him. Do not forget, y'all, up in Illinois, I am your brand new RCW World Heavyweight Champion. I know, Chris O'Brien, you're still the RCW Undisputed Champion, but there's going to be one big dog in Redneck Championship Wrestling. So November the 8th, Saturday, you don't want to be the person Sunday, November 9th, hearing about it. If you are in Illinois, you need to be there because the Redneck Championship Committee needs to find out who is the real champion up in Illinois. Okay, so you don't want to miss these. Get your tickets. Be there November the 8th. And again, if I'm the High Mania champion and I'm the world champion at RCW, so it's the Nashville Caveman podcast. So this is why we're good, because all we know is to win over here. We're champions. Hey, Damo, I know this is off topic, but when will you find out if you a 3-peat with your fantasy league?
You said, say it again?
Huh? Then you went back-to-back fantasy football?
No, I didn't do it this year.
Oh, you didn't do it this year? Okay.
I did. And I was going for a 3-peat last year, and I lost. I didn't even make the playoffs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Man, they was
well, Well, see, but this is what's good. See, Damo knows how it feels to win back-to-back championships, and I know how it feels to win back-to-back championships. So don't forget, y'all. Thank you. All we know is winning and championships over here.
They already know.
So don't forget the D Bling Radio Show tonight. New music from Dr. Carver. Thank you, Dr. Carver. Don't forget to go check his album out. Don't forget this Thursday on radio, new music on that, y'all. And I just want to say thanks. Oh, let me give a shout out to everybody who's watched on Instagram.
Before you do, Sky. Let me put this up there because I see a fellow Coach fan up here, so you know I got to do it.
Oh, B Slayer. What's up, B Slayer?
Up here.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I got diehard Coach fans too. That's right, brother. No, that's right.
Absolutely. Because I don't know what the Bills record is, but in the AFC itself, it might be Colts 1, Denver 2. Because I don't know what the Bills record is. So they're the number one team in the entire
You know who ahead of them?
Huh?
New England.
What'd you say?
New England. They're 6-2.
Oh, they're 7-1 too? Or 6-2?
They're 6-2. They're at the top in their division. They are ahead of the Bills.
Okay. So it might go Colts, Denver, New England, because Denver 6-2, New England 6-2, but the Colts are 7-1. Congratulations to the Colts. That's amazing. 7-1. That is woo. You talking about maybe winning the division now. That's awesome. And not only the division, you keep this up, you might get the number 1 seed and have that bye week. Come on now. Congratulations to the Colts.
Yeah.
Amen. I don't know if Denver plays the Colts. I don't have a clue. No, we did play them. Yeah. That's one of the games we lost, right? We lost the Colts?
No, we beat y'all. Y'all had us beat. But then y'all had that jumping on the back on the field. Yeah.
Hey, you won with the field goal. Well, congratulations. Maybe we'll see y'all again in the playoffs. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no, I'm scared of the river, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna shit. I'm afraid that made a little bit of doo-doo come out almost. Damn, I was so nervous watching that game. Man.
Well, you gotta realize, Damo, the 2 games we lost was by a field goal. We should have won that first game, but one of our defensive linemen tried to jump over the offensive lineman to block the field goal, and he got penalized. So they moved the ball 15 yards, and he kicked it. The second game we lost, the defense let the team get down the field and kick like a 48-yard field goal. So we lost both games by 2 points because they kicked the field goal. We were up by 1 point.
That's how I know y'all legit.
Yeah.
Because y'all can easily be undefeated.
That fast. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I wouldn't want the pressures of being undefeated. So two losses ain't bad. We good. You know what I'm saying? As long as we can stay above Kansas City in the AFC West, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be all right. But again, I would like to shout out to all the Colts fans. Are you ready for the NBA season, Damo?
But it started, but I don't get into it until like December.
Gotcha.
December is when I really like,
Yeah.
By that time, it's 20 to 30 games in, and you know what's what.
Yeah, but your Cavaliers, they still have the same nucleus, right? They still have the same team?
Yeah, but we got players hurt. Our point guard hurt. We got another key player hurt.
Gotcha.
So we're not really fully healthy. And that's what I was saying. Once guys get back and then you get to see in totality your team, then you like.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I want to give a shout out to the Instagram people. There was a country girl, Jacob Punisher Simmons, Miss Angela, and the CEO of No Limit Pro, Mike Cobb. Give a shout out to Beast on Facebook, Beast Slayer. Faith, she's on YouTube, I believe. Dr. Carver, Faith. Hold on, the damn thing's moving sort of slowly, y'all. Mike Cobb, Malfunction, David Lanier, Jeff. Thank all of y'all, man, for Johnny Demento. Thank all of y'all for commenting and watching the show. Thank y'all. We don't take this lightly. We love every Tuesday. It's the best day of the week because of the Nashville Man podcast. And please, y'all, share, do whatever you got to do. We do this for y'all on as many Tuesdays as we can.
Most definitely, man. Can't even just begin to tell y'all how much we appreciate y'all. So thank y'all for being here. We hope to see you guys
Hold on. I gotta give a shout out to my Oracle and my wise man Rod Dent. I forgot about him. Just trying to make sure I ain't forgetting folks. Okay, yeah, that was it. Shouts out, Rod.
Well, Sky, man, it's been an absolute blast, brother.
Absolutely. Tell the family I said hello.
And until next week, I will share with you the new crazy world. What we're about.
It's a new world, ain't it?
Man,
absolutely.
It is a crazy world. Day. Hey, y'all be safe. Oh yeah, on Halloween, man, y'all be safe. All right.
Absolutely.
You know, be safe with the kids. Make sure you check their candy. There's still a lot of crazy people out here, so y'all just be safe and be careful. All right. We out, y'all. Peace. Until next week, man. From the Nashville Caveman.